Hello. Today I'm going to be putting in these new casters that I have for my planer bench. The planer is quite heavy and I built the bench for it several years ago, but the bench is very cumbersome. So I need to put these casters that I got from Powertec. Now this is a urethane, hard urethane caster wheel. So I really like this urethane wheel. It rolls really good. It's got really good ball bearings in it also. So I wanted to put that in this device right here. And the idea would be that here it is in your lockdown position and your bench is going to be down at this point. So what I'm going to do is just smash this down, we call it in the South. But we're going to press this right here down, and when we do that, the bench will dog up and then roll around on the wheel there. But we're going to put these on and I'm going to show you how to get started. But the first thing they give you a template that you can use. If you want to use that, you can. I don't think you're going to need it, but basically what you're going to do is you're going to measure from the bottom of the floor, right there. You're going to measure from the bottom of the floor up 2 inches, and then you go measure, that's for the first hole, and then you're going to measure up the second hole up 4 3/4 of an inch. I'm not going to use this template, I'm just going to mark out what I need to do, and I'm going to go from there. But you can use this if you want to. It's not a bad idea. It's just that I don't feel like I'm going to waste the time doing it. So anyway, we'll get started on this in just a moment. As you can see on this table I've got right here, I'm going to take off these runners that I have right here because they're down too low. The installation of these things calls for 2 inches and 4 3/4, and that's the reason you want to do that. I can put them here, but what's going to happen is when I push it down, the wheel's going to sit up either too high or it's going to be a lot harder to lift up. So I'm going to remove these runners right here, and I'm going to reinstall them up a little higher so I can get my wheels down here. And we're going to do that right now. So move this out of the way for now. Leave this right here for that time being. I'll move this probably about the same distance we want to move up. Let's say I go 8 inches. Okay. That'd be 8 inches. Now that's going to be 8 inches. I can put this back down on the spot where it's going to go. Whoop. Need that. Didn't flush. Now this is by no means very accurate, but you can get the idea. And we'll just put the last one in here. So, land it right there. We'll measure out our mark right here. So we need to measure up from this right here up 2 inches. So maybe you can see that as I do this. So I'm going to measure up 2 inches. Put a mark right there. And one at 4 3/4 of an inch, which would be right there. Okay. So we know that a 2x4 is typically 3.5, shy of 3.5 inches. So that's going to be an inch and 3/4 for the center. So we're going to mark 1 3/4 right here to find the center. And I'll get my tri-square. We'll put our lines here across from the marks that we made here. So I went and got my smaller square here to make sure I can make this line here. So we're going to put our mark here at 4 3/4 of an inch. We know that's 1, so make sure it registers properly. So that's 2 inch mark, 2 inch, 4 3/4. I will get my other square, and I know this is 90 degrees, so I've already set this at 90 degrees. I'm going to come in 1 3/4 inches. We're going to make that mark. So we know where to drill here and here. So we're going to make our pilot hole to drill our thing. Make our hole right here. Takes care of that. We'll just take my larger bit here, because that's slightly smaller than the screws. They send a pack of screws along with the hardware to do everything that you need to do. They send all the screws that you need. So that's not going to be a problem for you to do that. And I'll show you. You're going to get all the hardware you need. And that's going to look, this is a pack of hardware right through here. You see you have all your wood screws that go in there. Now, if you're going to put this in a metal table, you can. There's instructions in the pamphlet about doing this in a metal table, but what they recommend is you would just drill all the way through the leg like I did, but except you're going to put a bolt, then you can put a lock washer, then a flat washer also on the top, and bolt it to the back side here. That'll be a lot better, especially if you're going through metal, but I'm not going through metal, so I'm just going to put mine through on this like so on our wood top. I'm going to place this down. You may have to remove this lever right here up. I'm going to put my first one right here. This hole right here. I'm going to leave it shy of being tight so I can get the second hole started. If you tighten this all the way down now, you're going to have a hard time moving this right here back and forth. So I'm just going to flip this over like that. Then come in right here. Whoop. Tighten it all the way down. I need my bit. Don't forget the bit. I need my bit to go back to my drill. And I'll tighten this all the way down too, as well. So now what we need to do, we just need to get our casters right here, and it's going to bolt up and through here. Lock washer right there. And I'm going to put this thing right in right here. Look at that. That's good already. Anyway, we're going to, so when this thing locks down, boom, I'm going to have this thing on wheels. Let's get our wrenches and tighten this up. So now we'll just tighten up our bolt here. It's a lock washer. You're not going to be able to hold, this is a 14 millimeter. You can use a 9/16, but it's not going to fit nearly as good. So it's going to lock off itself. There we go. So see, I got the good bite that I want. Let's compress the washer out. Now we're just going to repeat this process on this other side here. Again, we're going to mark it 2 inches, 4 3/4 inches. We know that, again, it's 3.5, shy of 3.5, so 1 3/4 is half of that. I'll just register that mark right there. The other one there. Take my other square here and register that at the 1 3/4 mark. You know where to drill. Get my drill. You don't have to go all the way through, but since these bolts are pretty much going all the way, you're going to have to probably, or just do it the incorrect way. So you want to go all the way through. So now I'm going to put my other lever on right here. And it doesn't matter which one you start first, as long as you just know that you're going to have to go up with one or the other. Again, I'm leaving that slightly loose. Taking my drill here. Let it go. Don't want to let go of my bit. And I'll just snug this back down. all the way. Now we'll get our lot washer. And I'm going to tell you about these lot washers. Powertec really needs to step it up if they're going to. They sell a very good caster, but the lot washers on here are sad. They're substandard in my opinion. Let me show you what I mean. Earlier I put the lot washer on, this lot washer that's right here. Oh, I'm sorry. This lot washer that's right here. I put this one on, went to tighten it down, and I wasn't over tightening, and the lot washer basically just spread apart, so the lot washer does no good. So again, we're going to get our lot washer. Get our other caster. Really easy to install though. Great product other than just a lot washer. And that's not a showstopper. You can get your own lot washer like I did on my other one. I replaced the lot washer for that. Again, take our 14 millimeter and we'll tighten it up. It doesn't have to be overly tightened. And that'll suffice right there. So now I'm just going to repeat the process here in just a little while on the other two legs. So now I have the planer standing back up. The wheel's on the other side, and I'm going to repeat the process here, removing the 3 screws on each end. Moving that up just to the, again we said 8-inch mark. So we can say right here, that's the 8-inch mark. 8-inch mark there. I'll start my screws already. It's going to be much easier to start the screws rather than the board here, like that right there. So we'll start our other 3. I'm just reusing the screws I already had. I don't prefer these screws, but they're okay because no more what they're doing. So I'm going to put this board, put this back down to where our mark is, right about there. Bring it over even. And we'll take our other 3, your leg straight here. Now, we'll take our tape measure. Once you measure up, again, 2 inches on this tape measure. I'll make a 2-inch mark here. And we'll make our 4 3/4 inch mark there. And 4 3/4 of an inch right there. I'm gonna make my other 4 3/4 inch mark over here. Get my square. And I don't like usually working the floor like this, but it wasn't an easy way for me to tilt that back on the side over there with the wheels being over there. This thing weighs approximately, I don't know, 200 pounds. It's really heavy. I didn't look it up. Anyway, we'll make our mark where the wheel's going to go here. And we'll register this one again right there. The same thing over here. Right there. And right there. So we'll get our hose and start drilling. Get our drill. So I've got my drill, and I went ahead and made my, I forgot to tell you, I made my line at 1 3/4 to find the center. So we're going to drill our hole right there. Be on the side here. Whoops. And we'll get our bit changed out here and get some screws. Get our lever. So on this one here, I'm just going to stick the one right here to get started. But over here, I'm going to change my angle here to get to the screw. Now, we'll get our wheel, our nut, and our lock washer. Put these both on. Yeah. That's always the way it is right there, isn't it? That's okay. That's all right. Get that started there. And get my 14mm wrench. And then go to town. And once I get ready to dog this thing up, we're just gonna click it down like that. It should roll. Put the other on here. Again, we'll get my bit back. It has a tendency to want to bite my bits. All right, it's okay. Did you catch that? I was trying to put my bit in the hole here. You can't, anyway, you can't do that. That will never work. I could do a lot of editing on this video and show you all kind of stuff that make it look like I didn't even make a mistake, but well, that'd be untrue of what I'm doing. Let me tell you right now. I'll make plenty of mistakes, and if I live long enough, I'll make, whoops. See, there's one right there. I'm gonna take it back over here. Get it back in there. Get her lined up just right there. Get back over here and slide it all the way down. Get our last caster. On our lot washer. The lot washers keep it from backing off. They may, I tell you what I could do is, I could tighten this back up. I could hold this here with a pair of channel locks or pliers or whatever, but it seems to be okay. Now, let's check this guy out, okay? So we're gonna flip this down like this. That's one, we got two. And you can see it's already rolling here. This side right here. You can see that right there. I'll go over here. Put that down. Flip that down. Wow. I can't tell you that's awesome. So let's try this out. Well, it works great. There you have it. Got them on. Get them all rolling around. You can just spin them around how you want to. I have to say say I love these casters. I really do. They're awesome. I can just move this thing all over the place. Fly, free. I really do like these. So I can just knock it down over here, and over here on this side. Now my bench is all the way on the ground, ready for planing. Get ready to put it back up. Lock it back in here. Lock this over here. Lock that one down, and we're back to spinning it again. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you would, and there's other how-to videos in there. I'm a master of nothing, so I'm Marty of all trades and Jack of none, you might say. So I'll put a description to all these things that I use online, and yeah, good luck, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.